This is Kevin from the KevinHallShow.com show, if that makes any sense. But you know, I'm not gonna edit that out. We're gonna run with it. This is Kevin from the Kevin Hall Show. It can be found on KevinHallShow.com. I'm getting it together. I'm gonna be like one take hove. But we're gonna talk about something a little bit more serious today: the BP oil spill in Louisiana, and the expectations of Barack Obama, I suppose. Obviously, you guys know about the story. A well broke, throwing out millions and millions of gallons of oil into the Gulf of Mexico. I live in an area right off the Gulf of Mexico in Florida, so we're bracing for an impact. Definitely have a good understanding of the economic impact and suffering people are going to have to deal with, not only from livelihood, but from tourism and state revenues. I'll note this, generally if something is bad and happening to the flow of oil or gasoline, the price of gasoline goes up. To date, it's gone down. What that tells me, of course, is, gee, the law of the price, supply and demand really doesn't work with gas. It's probably more collusion and price fixing. But that's for a different show. But I think we're close, right now, we're probably close to 30 or 40 days now that the oil has been leaking. So the question now, people are saying, "Oh, Obama, what's Obama doing? This is Obama's Katrina. This is horrible. Why isn't he fixing it? Why doesn't he stop it himself?" So these things are always interesting to me because the question is, what do you want him to do? And the answer is, we want him to stop it. Stop it, Obama. You are the president. You need to stop it right now. Okay, fair enough. How does he stop it? And then the crickets come. Because nobody knows how to stop it. BP, the people who created it, they don't know how to stop it. Horizon doesn't know how to stop it. Halliburton doesn't want to be talked about anymore. But what's the president's problem? He's the president of the United States. He needs to stop it. So as the president of the United States, do you want him to put on a wetsuit? Get MacGyver with them. Just go diving down there and, I'm wearing tropical shirts right now. Do some sea diving, I suppose. President can't fix it. BP doesn't know how to fix it. President didn't cause it. But there's this big fake, outrage that the president is responsible for. And he's got to stop it. I don't think he has to stop it. I think he has to put the pressure on the company to stop it. I know everyone wants him to be super Negro. I know they want him to be super Negro. And just, fix every problem and, do it in a year. Make sure every kid can eat. Make sure there's no more pollution. Make sure everyone has health care. Make sure everyone's taxes are low. And make sure there's peace in the world in a year. And that's what Super Negro ought to be doing. But it's tough, even for Super Negro. So I understand Obama. I understand I don't understand the expectations on him. Now, there was no expectation on Bush to stop the Exxon Valdez. And what that was a tanker that had a finite amount of oil. They had to pick it up. It was bad. Exxon, was going to pay out the ass. And then, they paid out the ass, but they paid in contributions and limited their liability. Not necessarily to people of Alaska. BP will do the same thing. They're going to have to file lots of civil complaints, and they've got to fix it. And if they can't fix it, then they're going to have to pay more. And And the government needs to continue doing what it's doing and monitor the process, make sure they aren't causing more problems, and then find the hell out of them. It's not your job to fix the leak, Obama. It's to make sure that when BP fixes the leak that they're responsible for, they do it the right way. And then they should ensure that if they're well informed and knowledgeable about how to prevent this from happening in the future, or if it does happen, that they'll have a faster response. So my hat's off to you, President Barack Obama. I'm not going to use the term super Negro anymore. I think I overused it in this YouTube. But you're doing a good job. Don't listen to. I mean, you know, people are going to come at you and just say you got to do everything because they have nothing else to do. In reality, this ought to end the offshore drilling debate. It really should. And it won't end because we're saying it's bad. It'll end because the amount of money that people should have to put up as insurance for liability should go through the roof. You know, if doctors have a high liability because, you know, they might cut someone's leg off accidentally, well then people drilling in the Gulf should have a lot of liability insurance in case, I don't know, their well breaks and millions of gallons of oil leak into the water, kill marshes, endangered species, ruin tourism, and generally make people sick. So Obama, in my eyes, you're doing the best you can. You're doing what you should be doing. You're doing a good job. You know, I am only the host of Kevin Hall Show on the widely acclaimed website, kevinhallshow.com. Who can also be followed on Twitter for great insight and comedic relief. Facebook for a little bit more of whatever I put on Facebook. I don't know what I put on Facebook anymore, but people like Facebook. This is Kevin Hall, kevinhallshow.com. Check out the store. Buy some stuff. My phone's ringing. I gotta go.